Welcome back. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the various business models in e-tailing. As you all know, the term e-tailing is derived from the electronic form of retailing, wherein the electronic retailing becomes e-tailing. And we all know, as consumers, we have been observing that there is a steady growth of business as far as e-tailing in India is concerned, thanks to the technology, thanks to the kind of internet access available to people even in the remote village of the country. They have a very good bandwidth, thereby they can have access to various online portals and make their purchases. Gone are those days where the physical stores are only serving to the needs and wants of the customers, but today, due to the technological advancements and the internet, we are able to enjoy the products and we are able to buy both products as well as services using the e-tailing models that are available. Before we get into the actual discussion on the various models, electronic models, let me first give you an introduction about this electronic retailing, or what we call as e-tailing. E-tailing or electronic retailing may be defined as the use of internet to sell goods and services online. As we all know that the sellers and buyers, when they are nearer, the transactions can happen physically. But sometimes, due to the globalization and access to various products across the globe, today sellers are in one continent and buyers are in another continent, and it is the internet that links both of them and facilitates the transaction and as well as the consumption of these products. One thing we have to understand, though this process of buying only takes online, the delivery has to be done physically. So again, the spread of delivery system across various markets, across various countries, make the entire process even more interesting. E-tailing is the practice of selling retail goods on the internet, and as I mentioned earlier, it is being the combination of electronic retailing that becomes e-tailing. Friends, one thing I want to insist here, which is a very important point, and I would probably tell you this for the purpose of understanding the importance of this e-tailing. Remember one thing, this particular course as such is a combination of physical and electronic retail models, as well as the various strategies that businessmen require in order to be successful in both these spaces. So e-tailing as such is growing at a faster pace, but one thing we cannot totally neglect is totally the market is not going to change towards electronic retailing. In fact, the physical form of retailing will also continue, or rather both these forms will coexist, which would be very significant in the consumption process that we actually look for. So given the importance for both the physical form of retailing as well as the electronic form of retailing, I am here to specifically tell you where and all the options exist to integrate these two models, and in addition to that, there may be some instances where the importance of electronic retailing may go little up compared to the physical retailing, or there are instances where the importance of physical retailing may go little up and the electronics retailing may be little down. But end of the day, the combination of these two will be a winning combination. This I think every one of us should understand before we get into the actual discussions of various e-tailing business models. What are they? There are several models, as we have mentioned, and one such model is called general e-store. These general e-stores are the ones which are basically available as exclusive electronic retail stores where customers can log in, or rather they can have their own accounts and try to buy goods and services. The other one are specialized e-stores. The difference between the general e-stores and specialized e-stores is like the general e-store will be exclusively a particular retail model that we are seeing everywhere, all kinds of products, A to Z kind of thing. That is a general e-store. Whereas the specialized e-store will specialize in one line of activities or limited line product lines that they may be dealing with. Say for example, if you take Myntra kind of sites where you will be more towards accessories and apparels. So exclusively it is like that. Similarly, there are some e-malls again where you will have huge collection of products and services. Unlike general stores where you have variety of products existing in that particular space, but e-malls will have even more higher level of higher number of varieties and deeper product lines that they will be dealing with. The other one is direct selling by manufacturer. The manufacturer, they themselves will have the website, and the model that they follow is no physical selling. I am manufacturing the products which I probably advertise through my own website or my own social media page, and I take orders and then supply these items directly to the buyers. That is the kind of models this direct selling by manufacturers will follow. Then we have e-brokers. Maybe you all know that Magic Bricks or even housing.com, these are all the sites where you can find the properties either for rental or for buy, and these services, they operate with a subscription model, and thereby you will be able to survive. And these type of services connects the owner of the property with the one who is seeking the property to buy or renting it out. The next category of e-tailing business model is e-services. We know there are a lot of mobile applications as well as websites that are available wherein the services are predominantly being retailed through the website and other electronic platforms. The example could be the urban company where plenty of household services are being retailed. All that you need to do is you have to pay in advance and then book these services, and the services are available across several categories, right from plumbing to electrical works to masonry work, all kind of things that are available. Finally, you are having e-auctions where you see these sites like eBay. They have the e-auction facility where you can bid and then probably buy products, and these are the different types of e-tailing business models that are existing. But one thing that I would like to insist here is, even though there are so many types of e-tailing models that are available, still I would say as far as India is concerned, the demand is more for these type of general e-stores as well as these type of specialized e-stores. The first two are the ones which are quite popular as far as Indian market is concerned, and this may vary from one market to the other market. And another interesting fact is that these business models put together have more than 70 to 80% of the e-tailing business models that are existing in Indian market. The other services are also there, but again comparatively in terms of the preference as well as in terms of the purchases that happen, these two models are quite popular in India. Moving on, e-tailing as an enterprise ecosystem. We are going to discuss about e-tailing, wherein you see there are three different blocks. This is number one. This is number one, B2B supply chain management, SCM. Number two is ERP, and number three is B2C sales, marketing and CRM. If you look at it, these are three different types of activities, and all put together it will contribute towards a specific ecosystem for e-tailing. As the first case, if you look at it, B2B and supply chain management, where the procurement of products, or rather procurement of raw materials from various suppliers and business partners with the help of the distributors, this particular system need to be properly built, because this is the one which probably gets all the relationship with the partners in order to reduce the cost of procurements, thereby the cost of goods sold can be reduced. This is a B2B system where mostly the industrial scenario, this particular model is more relevant. Wherein the second one, where you have this ERP, the backbone, where the e-tailer enterprise that consisting of various functional areas like finance, accounting, HRM and IT, they run with a lot of internal operations, and they have the objective of facilitating the integration of internal operations and increase the productivity. So they just want to capitalize on their strengths that exist in terms of the internal operations, and they want to probably increase the productivity so that they produce more, and thereby they can meet the needs of the market at any point of time. On the other side, the third one is B2C, where the business enterprise, it tries to satisfy the needs of the customers, then the employees, small businesses and other business partners. So here the objective is, I want to optimize the business relationship with all of them, thereby I can increase the effectiveness of my service as well as sales. So if you look at it, these three important functions, or rather these three important activity domain that exist within this ecosystem, it creates a very interesting as well as integrated system in place, thereby e-tailing functions without any problem. And most of the time, if you look at it, e-tailing operations are being streamlined when all these three functions properly get aligned, and rather all these systems work in tandem. And that is the important aspect that we need to understand as far as e-tailing as an enterprise ecosystem is concerned. You can classify the e-tail business based on the distribution channel that they use. Say for example, direct marketing by mail order retailers which go online, they mainly look at these mail order retailers as their prominent intermediaries. So that is one particular distribution channel where the retailers who are the mail order retailers, they market various products by way of circulating the electronic brochure or electronic catalog, whatever you call it, and they try to get orders and satisfy those orders through online. The second one is direct marketing by manufacturers or marketers themselves, which we have discussed in the previous classification of e-tailing business models as well, where the direct marketing by manufacturers is another interesting model, where they are creating the websites, promote their products, ask customers to log on to the website and then make purchases. Then later they will directly send these consignments to the concerned customers. The third one is pure play e-tailers, where they do not have any physical store. out and out they sell products only through online. There are a lot of medium as well as large scale retail firms. They think that it is a wise decision to be online rather than having physical stores, which would probably escalate their costs in terms of real estate and other operational expenses. So they decide, let me go only for the online. Say for example, if you take some of the retail firms like Flipkart or Amazon, where they follow this marketplace model, they don't have stores as such. In fact, there are some experiments with autonomous stores, unmanned stores, completely digitalized stores by Amazon is on the cards, but still I would rather say they are like pure play retailers as of now. They don't have physical stores as such. Then you have click and mortar retailers, where they'll have both physical stores as well as online electronic stores. And why they are having both in place? Because they don't want to miss out on the very opportunity of customers getting in and then probably trying their products physically, and as per their choice they may even decide to buy online, and some of them may end up buying offline as well. So they decide to have click and mortar stores. There are a lot of retailers like Lifestyle, Max, Trends. Everybody has got both click as well as the physical form, so we call them as click and mortar retailers. Then you have internet malls, online malls, where you can have huge number of products under one umbrella or under one form. Okay, there are a lot of such malls that are available, where they are all basically deal based retailers. They give a lot of offers, they give a lot of product choices to the customers, and it is up to the customers to decide which one to buy. But sometimes customers may also face the problem of plenty, and they may go a little confused on which one to choose, those kind of things. So looking at these options, we can classify these retailers by the distribution channel that they follow. These are the classifications in that. Continuing with our retailing business models, as I told you, this electronic or mail order retailers, they are the ones who are trying to adopt these type of things. Say for example, if you look at the online model of Dell, it is direct marketing by manufacturers, where the component manufacturers supply the components to Dell, and Dell assembles the products and delivers to the final customer. And for the component manufacturers, they use the distributor route to procure some of the components for assembling the laptop and desktops. And the direct marketing by mail order retailers, the companies are attempting to leverage their existing infrastructure by way of using new marketing systems. Why? Because they don't want to go through any intermediaries at all. So please understand that the direct marketing by mail order retailers go online without any intermediaries, wherein the direct marketing by manufacturers, sometimes they use few distributors as intermediaries only for the segment where they procure these components for assembling. Then you have this pure pay retailers, where like Amazon, it is purely the virtual presence they have in the market, and they sell directly to the customers by maintaining a physical sales channel. So these are some of the important nuances that exist in these retailing business models. The click and mortar retailers like Walmart, they have both physical stores. Of click and mortar retailers have presence in both physical as well as the virtual format, as I told you. But there are a lot of advantages, as I told you, because they want to give a chance to the customers to come and feel the products, probably try those products by way of demo options that are available in store. And for those who know the brand and probably they know it saves a lot of time, instead of going physically to the store, I can probably log on to the website and then complete the transactions and buy these products. So they prefer the online. So in case if I am not available online, then probably there is a possibility of losing the sale, because customers sometimes are not willing to visit the store. They know the particular brand and they know particular pattern of products that they want, and if that is available and it is shown on the website, it would be more appropriate for them to buy online rather than visiting the stores unnecessarily. So this is again a very important reason why these retailers, they have the click and mortar format. Then you have brick and mortar format, where retailers who do business in the non-internet physical world, in traditional brick and mortar stores, they don't want to have stores, online stores rather. They are only focusing on the physical stores because they know that this is how they can do it. But some of the companies where it is more of experience oriented, they prefer to have physical retailing in place rather than having virtual stores. Why? Because there are some kind of retailing, like retailing of healthcare services. Still it tends to be in the physical form, because it requires a lot of physical investigation, physical examination, physical assessment, and physical discussions and diagnosis. So they prefer to still stay as brick and mortar retailers. Then you have multi-channel business model, where a company sells in multiple channels, physical, online. But one important thing is that they want to maintain consistency in terms of the price, in terms of the product collections that they are having, everything. Then probably following this multi-channel model makes a lot of sense. Retailing in online malls, of course, we have referring directories, malls with shared services, where you can find a product, order and pay for a product. Then there is also some kind of options where people can go online and buy as a group. This would find people to share their freights and buy in bulk to lower the prices, because always there is a bargain when you are buying in large number. Then you have this B2C in social networking sites, because the social networks is another important platform which probably the marketers use to advertise, as well as create a kind of urge in the minds of customers to buy the products. And this is also acting as a review center, where customers write the product reviews after they use the product, and this will help the buyers to probably refer to before they make a purchase decision. And then you have this virtual shopping, where it is 3D software in buying furniture, or LCD. Dell sells computers in virtual world, and there are also a lot of lifestyle products that are being sold using this virtual shopping. Furniture is one example, and there are also some of the interior decorative items. They are also selling with this virtual shopping, real world experience, which is created through software. These type of business models also exist, and today, as the lifestyle of the consumers changes, definitely these developments also are forced to happen. And I just stop with this. To have a quick recap, in today's session I told you about what is e-tailing or electronic retailing, and why electronic retailing plays a significant role in our consumption pattern today. And there are several factors that really contributes towards the growth of electronic retailing. When we look at this electronic retailing, yes, a firm has multiple choices in terms of choosing which is the right business model for the kind of product and market that they serve. And this is one thing where the electronic retailers can decide whether they are going to stay as a pure play players where they want to be only online and they don't want to be on in the physical arena. There are other extreme where retailers may decide to stay only physical and they never want to go online. And there is always a hybrid kind of model where the retailers use multiple channels to reach out to customers. This will probably help customers in order to make purchase choices based on their specific needs, because some customers may prefer visiting the store physically, trying the products, and they want to have the touch and feel effect while buying the product. And sometimes they are not very sure, when I am buying a shirt, probably I would rather go and try out this particular shirt, not only to confirm that it fits well, and also whether it looks well also, that I have to see. So this probably requires me to visiting a physical store and probably try this particular product on me and then decide whether to buy it or not. Otherwise, what happens, sometimes we buy by seeing the product online, thinking that this will fit well, this will look well on me, but sometimes when I get the product delivered, either I feel that the fit is not all that great. Then in that case, of course, most of the products, they have the option of return or exchange and refund. But again, that adds to both the retailers as well as to the customers. This is the reason why some of the retailers, they decide it would be better, let me be there in the physical arena as well as in the virtual space. Those who want to try these products, let them come to me and then they make purchases. And once if I try that product, suppose if I am buying a particular brand X from a retail store, now I am pretty much convinced that brand X and this particular size of this particular apparel suits me well, then probably I would next time require only visit the website, choose the particular product, and then probably ordering the product at my convenience without much of an worry, or I don't see any kind of risk in that. So in such cases, definitely these type of hybrid or combination model will work better. So end of the day, as the students of Phygital Retailing, what you need to understand is there are advantages by being a pure play retailer. There are advantages by being a click and mortar retailer. There are advantages by being a brick and mortar retailers. And again, the distribution channel that you choose to sell the products also matter a lot. With these few important concepts, I just introduce to you this e-tailing, and in the classes to come, I will be taking you through various other important strategies, characteristics of electronic retailing. And thanks for watching this particular video, and definitely I am sure you could have had a brief idea about how these electronic business models operate and what are the significances that are attached to each of these business models and why retailers require such a business model. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much for your patient listening. I will meet you in yet another session. Thanks a lot.